The Heck Podcast. We're here with Drunk Mikey, or semi-drunk getting drunk, and Sergeant Reeves with his... Is this your Summertime Sadness Shanty?
No, my Summertime Sadness Shanty will be started probably Saturday.
Oh, Saturday.
Yeah.
The shanty, or is that the Michelob making
This
you?
is not that.
Do you brew it with your own tears?
I do.
Summertime Sadness Shanty.
You gotta. If you don't have the sadness,
Just
then
sit over it and cry for about 30 minutes.
Dude, alright, what did you put into this one? What's that one? That's not the Summertime Sadness
No, this
Shanty.
is blackberry mead.
It's pretty good. Whatever it is. I liked
Yeah.
it. It tastes like, you can really taste the honey, but meat is honey, right?
It is, but I added what gives this mostly like the alcohol content is the sugar.
A little bit of pee-pee.
So sugar,
Peeps.
anyway, I can't remember
Little peeps
right
in
now
there.
off the top of my head how it does it. But anyway, the sugar, it's eaten by the yeast. The yeast eats the sugar, and it, you know.
Could
makes
you,
alcohol.
theoretically put Nerds or Skittles in there and make, Skittle mead?
Yeah, 100%. But it's
Just red Skittles mead?
It won't be what you think it should taste like, because this should taste like blackberries.
I just was like...
There will be like
Yeah,
a...
what was that? What was that?
Michelob Ultra.
Yeah.
Gotta love them with dirt, sorry.
You'll get a taste of it, like a little bit of a hint on like the back of the front end, but it won't really be
Yeah.
Nerds.
That's pretty good, man.
You like
Dude,
to try it.
it is the freaking 4th of July tomorrow, my friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
Freedom.
I'm excited.
It's
America.
America.
Got murdered by America.
We went to a 4th of July thing in Waverly, Tennessee.
Oh God, that's where I was born.
Yeah? You were
You were
born in
born
Waverly?
No, well, probably not in the Waverly Hospital,
There
but
you go.
Yeah.
that's where I was.
But
raised.
That's where you were
Where
raised.
you was
right.
conceived.
I was born on a ranch down in Waverly.
Knew it.
Flopped down there in a horse barn and yeah.
The
Nice.
chickens actually cut the umbilical cord.
Just pecked
Pecked
it
it
right
right
there.
in two.
Yeah, cleft it in twain. Too nice. They thought you had hooves at first. Turned out it was something like a cyst.
They just grinded them down and there's some feet underneath.
Yeah, pretty much. Dude, but yeah, we went to a freaking thing, and first of all, I'm pretty sure we saw a prostitute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely saw
yeah,
a prostitute.
Where?
Most definitely.
At Waverly, I didn't know Waverly had prostitutes.
Waverly has prostitutes?
Apparently.
I'm like
Look,
95.17% sure.
Yeah.
it's like
It
when
was a
it,
prostitute.
yeah.
Like in
She
town?
was wearing.
Did she like proposition?
like in
Well,
like,
town?
hey,
okay, so
dude.
first of all, she was with a guy,
Yes.
and like, you know,
And
they
then-
were, they walked. Okay, so we're like on the side of the road.
Set the scene.
She walks up the road, and of course I go, how much? You know,
Yeah.
'cause,
Yeah, yeah.
you know.
You make
She-
the cat
Dude,
call.
but the reason you said that is because she's wearing shorts that are like this, okay? Like that short shorts. And then
Her high heels
she
were
had
like
like
that long too.
all of her boobs out, dude.
That-
And I'm not talking about like a low cut shirt. I'm talking about she had like one of those shirts that went like that, and then was like, it was like a muscle shirt, like maybe like a Macho Man Randy Savage would have worn in the day.
Yes.
That's what she was wearing.
That-
And like just her whole tit was hanging out,
No
and there was
bra?
just like no bra, dude.
No bra.
No bra. It was
No
just
bra.
like titty was out.
Yeah.
With the minus
She
of
was-
like she had her nipples maybe
How old
covered.
was this lady?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, were they perky?
Probably
They weren't
Probably
like
like 40.
well.
Looked 40.
It was hard.
Yeah.
It was hard to tell. Looking
she
that
she
far
was
away,
maybe young
so-
but lived a hard life.
Yeah,
She had
yeah.
been the streets, you know.
She worked the corner a couple of times.
Yeah,
You know.
So she
in the
could have
streets.
been
Well,
20 on meth.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
that's
Which
probably
is
more
also
accurate.
like 35 just living hard.
Yeah.
You know.
On a good day.
On a good
That's-
day.
I would believe that. I would believe that.
But yeah, dude, the weird thing about that chick is she was alright, the first time I saw her, she's walking with this dude.
Yeah.
And the guy was very modestly dressed. I mean, he had like a long sleeve shirt on, baggy pants, the whole 9 yards.
Wait,
so
hold
like
on.
that guy wasn't like
When was this?
Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday.
There was a guy wearing long sleeves
Yes.
and baggy pants
Yeah.
Yeah.
on a summer's day.
Yeah.
On a summer's day.
Well,
Eve,
summer's
night.
night.
Nightish thing.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So,
but
still-
still,
the-
but still.
Must have
the
still
weird
been
thing about
85.
this dude is like she walked down, like, so we're on this side of the road, right? She walked down that side of the road, and then I didn't see her ever walk that way again. She walked down that road again with the dude, never saw her walk back this way, and then walked by like 2 or 3 times. I'm like,
Yeah.
I never saw
But-
her walk the
but,
opposite
like,
way.
So she
How'd
walked
she get
twice with the guy, and then the next time she had her sidekick. We'll
Yeah.
call her sidekick.
Another female?
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Could
Basically.
You never know nowadays.
Yeah, that's
You
what
don't
I'm saying,
know.
basically.
Yeah.
It could have been, you know,
don't know.
woohoo! And
Yeah.
you're like, whoa.
It's a little bit
I was
bigger
not
than
prepared,
I was
you know.
expecting. Yeah.
You're bigger than me. Calm down now, you know. So
My name's Randy.
How much for Randy?
Randy. Yeah.
But so, you know, and they walk down the road again. And then, you know, you're expecting, oh,
Ladies of the night.
let's look behind me. Nobody's coming this way. Oh, there you are again with your friend walking right in. And it's like, so
How
do
did
you
she
like
get
cross,
there, dude?
Go, like do circles around the street? Are you going into oncoming traffic? What's going on here? Because this is like, it was placed right in the
It's right in front of the high
Waverly
school.
High School. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
where they said
Where's the
stuff.
high school in Waverly?
You
It's
know
out
where
there near
Walmart
the,
is?
it's out there
Yeah.
near the
Yeah.
drive-in.
If you keep
Oh,
going
yeah,
past
the drive-in?
Walmart.
Yeah, a little bit
Yeah.
past it.
Okay.
A little bit past Walmart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we would have been able to see that chick if she was walking the opposite way because there's nothing but woods behind us,
That's-
right? And
yeah.
we would have been able to see her because it's like a 2-lane, a freaking grass median, and a 2-lane over here. We would have seen her walking.
Yeah, especially with so much light going on too.
Yeah.
You know? Like, because the fireworks.
The fireworks.
Yeah.
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 Not from
Oh,
the
so
high
that's
school.
where those fireworks.
Yeah,
are.
yeah, yeah, Waverly.
Because I saw the snap or the Instagram videos or whatever, and I was like, I feel like I know where that's at.
Waverly High School.
And I was like,
where
is
the
that Waverly?
prostitutes roam.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude.
They just graduate and just get ushered right into that position.
Yeah.
honestly.
That's probably what happened. The guy's like, hey there, I know you just got your diploma.
You got your
wanna
GED.
get your, you want your GED and cock lessons? I can hook you up. It's gonna cost
Okay.
half your check though.
But it's
I got
actually
you.
the principal of the school.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was definitely. He looked very familiar.
That might have been why he was trying to dress up, you know.
Yeah.
Don't want the kids to see me out of uniform, you know.
Dude, that guy could have been like Charlie Chapman. Nobody would have known who that dude was. 'Cause,
Chapman?
like, yeah.
Mustang?
Uh-huh.
No.
He could have been. I'm just saying, like, nobody would have noticed it was him because nobody was even looking at that dude. They were like, why? Everything of that chick's was hanging out, dude.
Yeah.
Her flapjacks
Were
was
hanging
hanging out.
No, flapjacks.
Oh Lord.
You need me to flip them for you?
Extra floppy flapjacks. Dude, good guy. It's been a weird weekend there, man.
It has been. It has been.
Guys, it's Tuesday.
Is it only Tuesday?
It's Tuesday.
It's hard to keep track when I work so much.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
But
I don't know, man. But, yeah, dude, this freaking... So, tomorrow, we're doing a slip and slide party / fireworks. And then, I think Thursday they're doing... Have you watched any of the PFL stuff yet?
Only what I caught from Buffalo Wild Wings.
No, yeah, yeah.
That's it.
They're doing Thursday. They're having another PFL. I think it's the third one. And then what's that chick's name that does the? She's like the
Judo?
Yeah, 2-time
Don't
gold
remember.
medalist. Can't remember.
I know
what
who
her
you're talking
name is.
about, but I don't remember her
Speaking
name.
of which, did you guys ever see? What was it? Was it UFC 96 or something? 196.
Yeah, you sent me that.
Yeah, where Amanda Nunes got beat.
Destroyed
Wow.
by a chick that like you never hear about.
Oh,
Supposedly that
Kenzen
girl
Gano.
is.
Yeah.
Apparently that girl's
remember that.
retired now or something. And
Did
that's
she
why
just retire
won.
after that? Cause she smashed
No,
Amanda Nunes.
She did. She smashed the
murdered
crap out.
Kenzen Gano was one of the best women's UFC prospects for a long time. And she was on track to beat Ronda Rousey, but she made that dumb mistake where she rushed and did a flying knee, and Ronda just moved out of the way, threw her down, and
Dude, there you go. I don't know, man.
yeah,
I mean, it was
Kenzen
just-
Gano is a beast.
Mhm.
I
She
like
like
her as a
DDT'd
fighter.
her into a front
Twice.
mount. Yeah, she just
That was
popped.
destroyed her,
And she's
man.
on top of
don't
him.
know.
She was a
Anything
big
about
bantamweight.
You don't know wrestling or freaking?
I do know
Wrestling.
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 Don't you know nothing?
I know about John Cena now.
There you go.
Anybody
You know,
who watches
I
our
mean-
podcast for MMA is
Yeah.
gonna roast you.
I know,
for
it's gonna
calling it
happen.
wrestling.
Wrestling. I watch wrestling,
Man.
and it is tough to
Man.
get through these.
They
days.
gonna get the WWE Title Championship.
I'm sorry.
Hulk Hogan, and I'm here to take you down to the UFC World Championship title.
I wish they
Brother.
had, I wish they had like elderly division in the UFC, and then they could bring back like old people
Yeah,
that had
yeah,
rivalries
yeah,
in the
yeah.
UFC or in the WCW and stuff like that, like
Trying
old
to-
rivalries.
Yeah.
It would be good. It'd be good. But yeah,
Wrestling.
wrestling.
Good old wrestling.
UFC wrestling.
Wrestling and Tesla.
They're losing it. They're losing it.
Did you hear about?
There's so much competition
Did you hear
now.
about LeBron? Them talking about LeBron James maybe getting in the UFC.
I don't know if they're
God.
really trying to do that or not.
That
or
guy
if they're
flops
just
like a fish already. It would be
I
horrible.
mean,
He would really
LeBron
be
James. Bobby! What up? What's up, dude?
Whoa.
We gotta get. Is it, is it,
Pretty sure. I don't know. We'll see if that works or not.
I'm deaf.
Everybody's
and
gonna
I
be
can't feel
talking.
my
I'm
legs.
just gonna be like, because I can't hear.
What'd you say?
Ah!
I'm like,
What was that? What?
Somebody's
Down
clapping.
here by the bay, huh?
Screaming in my ears.
Yes. Dude, but, so, yes. I guess to kind of maybe recap some of the stuff that might have just happened. I don't even know where we're at, dude. Where are we at?
I don't either.
Let's.
Let's just start back
Yeah,
with
let's-
UFC
yeah.
226.
Is it 226 or is it 227 now?
It's
I
one.
think it's
Was it
227. I
228?
thought 220.
It's
No,
227.
maybe.
Is it
maybe
227?
226.
Yeah.
220
Because I have no idea
dicks.
about
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
So is it 220? I'm gonna say it's 228. So y'all are all wrong.
You're already
It's
thinking
228.
of-
No, it is UFC 226.
Is it?
Nailed it. I knew it.
Man.
Nailed it.
227 is with Dillashaw and Garbrandt. All right.
227 is Dillashaw?
Yeah.
Are we doing Wait.
What? I thought we were all gonna do it.
I'm just gonna randomly start doing that. How you like that?
Yeah. Just constantly keep it going.
He's next.
So anyways, I was
God,
thinking-
I'm gonna have
and then I was
editing
going-
nightmare right now.
Just anybody
That's exactly what I
starts
thought when
talking.
I opened. I was like, this is an editor's nightmare.
Yeah.
God
What
dang
have you
it.
signed up for, Dick?
Yeah.
Speaking
But-
of editing, I thought it was awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, dude.
Right.
Yeah, you did a good job.
You know,
Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome.
but I had an idea, like, for the intro.
Yeah.
You know how like
A sliding bait?
the screen comes up,
I did a fade.
Ooh.
No slide though.
Or like
it was
the-
like a blur.
What about
Yeah.
what about
like
my
just
flames,
do
though?
any or just do a random effect on the actual intro screen every
Yeah.
time or something.
A different one.
Yeah.
I
But
think
like I
eventually-
like how it looks though. Like when it first pops up, I was like, man, that's really cool.
That was good.
Yeah.
That
I was
great.
all like, how am I gonna bring it in? I don't want to fade in and then fade out of the intro. You know, when like, there we are.
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
It was
that-
cool.
yeah,
I
I'll
should
think
send
that.
you like the layers, like
can
the
dissolve it,
actual
too.
where it says
Dissolve
the
it.
Heck
Yeah.
podcast. Maybe it could be the picture and then.
I love that.
Yeah.
Fun fact to the listeners, if they like,
I can't remember
That
what episode
intro.
it was.
it was actually Nick singing.
And playing guitar.
And playing guitar.
You know,
Oh,
it worked out perfectly.
Yeah. That's what happens whenever you bring an idea on the show, okay? We execute the idea on this show.
Executed
Mhm.
every time.
Still working on the outro.
It needs to be super, super depressing. It needs to be on piano.
Well,
What is that?
Something like that.
What is that?
And then like a legitimate fart that we recorded. Yeah.
Oh.
it just
If
sounds
anyone
real
feels
sad.
one coming along, be really quiet beforehand and then let it out.
Oh.
Perfect sound.
The background.
Yeah. But we're
That was,
going.
that was a sound effect, I swear. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, just edit it.
It's been like an
It's just
echoed in the back.
Uh-huh. But yeah, dude, I don't know. Either way,
226. You got.
UFC 226. Yes.
I need some predictions.
I think, okay,
Who's
here we
fighting?
go. Derek Lewis, Francis Ngannou.
Okay, yeah, we'll start with that one. We'll
I'll
start
know
with
that.
Derek Lewis
I
and
want to
Preston
say it's
Ngannou.
Derek
Okay.
because I have no idea.
You're gonna go with
who any of these
Derek?
people are, so I'm
I
gonna go
feel
with Derek.
like.
All right.
Sounds
Uganda,
like
because it's
after-
a jungle, isn't it?
What do you mean?
I mean,
I don't know. Isn't that the name of a jungle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
Uganda.
It is.
You can't
Well-
fight the jungle, man. You can't fight the
Yeah.
You come into the
Derek.
jungle, you die.
Did you watch that new Daniel Radcliffe movie?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he died.
Yeah.
He died. But no,
Spoiler
I,
alert.
dude,
mean,
I honestly
Jesus.
feel like.
Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, just in case you didn't know.
Just
now you
killed
do
it,
know.
but whatever.
Spoilers,
I feel
man,
dude,
spoilers.
I think that I think Derek Lewis is gonna win because here's my thing. Francis Ngannou's got like that strong like one hit knockout power, but he did that with Alistair Overeem. Who else has he really done that with? One hit.
If your
that it didn't
knockout
take long.
consists of Alistair Overeem, you are
It's
not,
not really that
a
impressive.
professional fighter yet.
Yeah.
You are just not.
So
Now,
I mean, like,
he
does
may be
it-
able to
he's got-
beat the
he's
crap
got-
out of me because of size and experience and all that stuff. But if I had the same size, I'm pretty sure I'd knock him out.
I feel like
He
he's
has
coming back
Glasgow
hungry.
syndrome.
Yeah.
I feel
Definitely.
like, yeah, Francis Ngannou's coming back hungry, so he might like want it pretty bad, and hopefully it's gonna be a really good fight. I feel like it's going to be a good fight either way, but I think Derek Lewis is just a well-rounded fighter, and also he's got good knockout power. So I'm hoping Derek Lewis wins.
I'm gonna agree with you. I like Derek Lewis.
Me too.
I think he's more of a veteran fighter now.
He's funny too.
I'm going with the jungle, man.
You going with Ngannou?
Yeah,
so
you
it's a
can't
split
fight
table.
I mean,
split table on that.
Ngannou can end it in one
Granted,
punch.
He could.
This guy has no idea about UFC, so
That's
I
true.
can pull up some videos.
I don't know
okay,
this guy.
and
I
show
don't
you
know
Francis
him
Ngannou.
other than his name is the jungle. So
I don't think,
Oh, is it
no.
not his name
name's
the
a-
Jungle or
Francis
Uganda? Because if
Yeah.
his name's the Jungle, I'll go for that guy. I mean,
it's pretty good.
you know,
but it's one and the same. It's
that
one
should
and the
be
same.
it, though. It should be like
Yeah, he
so and
needs
so, the jungle, Uganda.
yeah.
The actual jungle, like
Yeah.
legit. This is the
Like
jungle.
koalas haven't come out of this.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
The Panthers.
Out of this
Yeah.
flapjack.
Out of his
terrifying.
Out
Out
of
of
his
his
flapjacks, there has grown koalas.
From his terry fold.
Flapjack.
But I feel like, yes, my thoughts on that. Derek Lewis gonna take that victory. And then the next fight is,
Brandon Ortega and Max Holloway.
yes.
I'm taking Ortega all day long. That guy.
Yes.
This
I
fight
think
can
so.
go either way.
It could.
It can go either.
I'm
Just
going with
the
Brian
Ortega.
Ortega on that.
Are you?
But, yes, but.
I'm going
if-
with and still Max Holloway.
Okay, but I like that. I would like that a lot.
Going
I
with
would like it
Max.
if he comes out like a
gonna
brawler,
be
though.
Ortega.
Like he has in the past where
Max
everyone's
Holloway.
like,
Alone.
let's stand in the
Yeah,
middle and
Ortega.
brawl. If Max Holloway fights like Max Holloway fights, then I think Max Holloway could smash.
I mean, like,
But Brian Ortega is getting really tight.
Brian Ortega is awesome. Like, I like both of these guys, and I don't. Whoever wins, I'm
Brian
happy
Ortega.
for him.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'm going with Max Holloway just because he's got experience. He's fought the who's who of featherweight.
Yeah. Yeah, yes.
I mean, he beat.
He hasn't lost
beat,
since dude, right?
He beat Jose Aldo twice.
Yeah.
Horribly.
Is
Mauled
it
him.
Jose? Or is it Jose?
Jose. I think it's Jose.
Jose.
Jose!
I think
Jose.
you should probably
Jose.
go up to him and then call him whatever it is, and
Yeah.
then if he hits you, that's when you
Yeah,
know
yeah,
if it's
just
right
wait.
or wrong.
Listen, is it Jose? Oh, it must be Jose.
Yeah.
And then he's like,
And then he
shoots
slaps
back
you
you
again.
again,
Yeah.
and you're just like,
The H is silent?
Slaps you.
Is it like when you say Jesus, but it's Jesus? Like,
Yeah.
How do we pronounce this?
yeah.
So yeah, that.
But yeah, I mean, I like Brian Ortega. He's awesome.
Mm.
And if he gets a hold of Max Holloway, it's going to be
I
bad
think
news.
it's over, yeah.
But I think Max Holloway can keep it standing.
I think
And-
Ortega's got really good striking.
He does.
Didn't he knock dude out?
He
He
did.
knocked out my
He did.
dude, Frankie. How do
He
you
did.
knock out Frankie Edgar?
Yeah.
I was so pissed.
He did.
I mean, I was upset. I wasn't pissed. I was like, good job for Ortega. But at the same time, I was like,
I think
Frankie Edgar.
the reason he has such good striking is he's not worried about
Nope.
getting taken down or anything.
Well, that and his coach is like a world class boxing coach.
Mm.
Is he?
Or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like a So-
But I mean, yeah, like in two, nobody anticipated it. Like nobody
No.
thought that he was gonna do that. Everybody's like, he's gonna
Not
get your
at all.
neck and he's gonna anaconda like choke you out.
Oh.
that's what he was going for though.
Oh yeah, and then he ended up
Like
catching
during
him.
the build up
It's
or
an
whatever. That's
uppercut or
what
an
it
elbow?
wasn't like
How'd you get him?
jiu-jitsu that he was.
He caught him with an elbow,
There you go.
and then he finished him with the uppercut. But he finished Clay Guida with the knee.
Yeah, yeah.
Brian Ortega finished him with the flying knee.
Dude,
So
The guy's a striker, man.
he is.
he's
getting
good.
better.
I think that guy. Yeah, he's been my favorite so far. It's
Yeah.
come out.
Well,
Brian
dude.
Ortega, he's legit.
What they need to do, the UFC, what they need to do is they need to seriously get Amanda Nunes, like start pushing her. And I know people hate her, but it's kind of like sports entertainment.
I feel
You
like
either
you
want
gotta
them to
push
hate you or
yourself,
love
man.
you. If you don't get a reaction, that's bad or whatever. But if they hate you that bad, they'll watch just so you can
Yeah,
lose the
yeah.
hell. So
They,
that's what they
they're
should
not
start
doing
doing.
they're
that,
still
I
mad
guess.
at her for
Bailing out of that fight.
bailing out,
After she
And
was
then-
cleared by the doctors.
and
by
then
the
missing,
way.
she missed weight on another fight, I believe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So they're mad at her.
But she was cleared by the doctors. The
Yeah.
doctors were like,
Let her
hey,
fight
you're
that
gonna fight. And
McKenzie
she was
chick
like,
or
no, I'm not
whatever.
gonna fight.
The one that has trouble making weight all the time. What's her name? Or just once. Has it happened twice?
Mackenzie Dern.
Yeah. Cute. Call me.
Darn it.
Darn it. But
All right, so
there's
main
that.
event.
Yeah, and then Stipe and DC. And dude,
Are there only like 3 fights on this?
no, there's more. I can't remember who the undercards are.
I can't remember the other ones.
I can't either. I'm sure I'm gonna be like.
They're
"Dang
good
it."
though. They're
Yeah.
really good.
Dude, by the way, UFC in Chicago, is it that Darren Elkins is fighting?
Oh,
It's
yeah,
my
the
boy, dude.
Damage.
I'm so stoked about the guy.
I love the damage.
Me too. But
What
he's
is
on a
it? Is that
7-fight
his
win streak.
UFC name?
Oh,
He's
yeah.
got it
He's got-
tattooed
yeah.
across his chest, the damage. Like, really scraggly
Yeah.
letters.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
he's awesome.
He's on a 7-5 win streak, and
Yeah.
he's still, every fight that he's in, he's like the underdog by
He
like
gets the
plus-
piss beat out of him.
plus
And then once
700
the dude is
underdog.
tired from beating him up, he takes advantage.
Yeah, he's like, I guess I'm coming in for slappy seconds here. And then, like,
Mhm.
but
Done messed up. You broke
Yeah.
both your hands on my face.
yeah, now don't you look stupid? And his nose is dangling off, his ears been blown off.
Yeah.
But dude, yeah. So Stipe in freaking DC, and I'm pulling for Stipe. I like Stipe a lot. I'm pulling for him.
I'm going Miocic.
Yeah.
I think
Stipe.
he's had more time at heavyweight. He's fought basically the who's who minus Cain Velasquez.
Yeah,
He's beat 'em all.
Yeah, everybody keeps saying that everybody keeps saying that like DC is undefeated at heavyweight. Well, he was also like what, freaking 5 years younger, and he was fighting in Strikeforce. So I mean that was
He was
a
the
good while
Strikeforce
ago.
heavyweight champion.
Yeah, that was
And
how long ago was that?
He fought in heavyweight in the UFC though too,
Did he?
because that's where he fought Dan Henderson. No,
Did he?
Josh
Dan
Barnett.
Henderson was a heavyweight?
Josh
That's what I
Barnett.
was thinking.
That's who it was.
Okay. Did he only
Remember-
have one fight though in heavyweight, or?
He had a few.
Yeah.
But he fought Josh Barnett and tossed him around like a rag doll. Josh Barnett is huge.
Yeah.
So
I don't know, man. I got Stipe just because I feel like, yes, I think DC is a little bit better of a wrestler, but I feel like Stipe's got some good strength to his.
I think he's gonna keep him away from him. I like the thing that Daniel Cormier does in all of his fights is he goes in there and he absorbs
Yeah.
some damage before he really kicks in.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's gonna be able to absorb what Stipe is throwing this
Stipe
time.
can knock you out by walking backwards, dude. Like he can walk backwards and
I
just
mean,
tag you with a
Verdun
jab and you're
was-
done.
is a
That
prime
was nuts,
example.
dude.
Whoa.
Just caught him with the hook coming in, and he was just like,
He was chasing him. He was like dun 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, and then just knocked him out. I was like, oh.
but yeah, I think Stipe is gonna pull this one off. I like Daniel Cormier a lot.
Yeah, me too. It's kind of like watching.
It's one of the
like,
best
two really
times
good
to
shows.
strike somebody, though. If you're a
When-
striker, when you're
When
backing
they're
up.
on the back, yeah, because he
Because
was
they're
coming
coming
forward
full
with his
on, yeah.
face.
But it like, yeah, it
So they're
looked
gonna
like
walk into. Mostly
he just didn't
whatever.
get a posture up though. Like if you could like, if you
Well, you
watch
can't
that,
posture up while you're walking back.
I know that's what I'm
It's
saying. Like
impossible.
it didn't look like he really had like he didn't walk back into it. He was
The only
like
time I've
literally
seen-
walking back and threw a punch while he
Well,
was
yeah,
walking back.
because
It looked-
he's going forward. His punch is coming forward, but dude's face is coming in.
The
Yeah.
only
It's
time
like a
I've-
head-on car wreck.
The only time I've seen a good posture up was, I forgot who Dan Henderson was fighting, but he was fighting this guy that was like, he was a newer fighter. He was on a win streak and he was just coming in hot, you know.
yeah. Hot
And
heavy.
Dan Henderson,
Like the
the dude
emojis.
rushed him, and Dan Henderson was like right here. He backed up and then he cut a little bit this way.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
he,
yeah,
he
yeah.
like just stood there,
Wham!
and caught him. Dude's face was
Freaking
like right
love
here,
Dan
right on the
Henderson,
side.
Dude.
And dude dropped.
Dan Henderson's my
Artemis.
boy. But that's gonna be freaking badass fights, I think.
Yeah.
Who do you got for that? Stipe or DC?
Oh no, man. I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of Stipe fights.
DK Los
To
Dos.
be honest.
You got that guy?
I like Cormier.
Oh, that's
though.
that's
I like
an,
him.
like,
Yeah,
I
like
thought
him
that
a
was
lot.
like
Yeah.
from the what's that commercial? It's like a do we want hard shell tacos or soft shell tacos? I
Is
think.
it a Taco
Mhm.
Bell?
And then like no, it's like a man. I'm not even 100% sure what this commercial's about. Right now, I don't even know what. But
That's
but
how
like
you know
it's
it's a
this,
good
It's this
commercial.
little
Yeah.
girl and she's like, "DK Los Dos," and they're like, "Oh, with the bad," you know, and
Yeah, it's bad.
they're excited about it.
Yeah.
I think it
It's
was
probably
hard shell and soft shell
Don
tacos.
Pepe.
That's probably
And they-
Jose Olay or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh,
Hey,
Jose!
you
Probably.
excited? Were you excited about it?
Wait, what?
The commercial.
The tacos.
Did it make
Yeah.
you
Do you
excited?
want
Yeah,
tacos?
because
There you go.
I think
It
it was.
did.
I
Yeah.
think it was about the tacos, and I was like,
Oh,
man,
the tacos.
It's about
soft
Pizzagate.
shell tacos sounds good, but so does hard shell. And then this little girl goes in. She's like, "They kill us, does?" And they're like, "Oh, good job, you did good," you know. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. So,
Maybe she's saying one of each.
yeah, like they put subtitles up for us American people who don't know, you know. So and it goes, "Why not both?"
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
well,
that's what it translates to.
Nice.
I think so.
Who do you got in this fight, Nick? Who do you got, Nick?
I'm gonna pull for Cormier, man, because I like
What?
Cormier. I feel bad for Stipe
How?
because the UFC
You
does
split her
not.
from the table. Go for it.
UFC
The
doesn't
new
push
table.
their own fighters,
Really
which they
sponsored.
should for Cormier,
Stipe,
but
man.
Or not
Cormier's
Cormier,
fine.
but
I was about to
Stipe.
say, yeah,
Stipe.
Cormier is like Mr.
the means
on Tough
kicking
Talk.
in. But
It's-
yeah, They should.
Dude, it's been kicking in for me for a
Has
little
it?
bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that was,
good.
In Mighty Rich.
that was
Mighty
like,
Rich and fine.
whoa.
Yeah.
And then I got a bit of something like that, and then I was like,
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot.
and then I kept going with this, and then I'm like, what's my name?
Your name's
Yeah.
Drunk Mikey.
Drunk Mikey. Drunk Mikey! Gotta get it.
Yes, there it is. It's starting to happen.
Yep.
I'm Terry!
Oh Lord, Terry, put him about man. Like that's and this.
That
is,
was all I heard over the
okay.
weekend, by the
This
way.
is
I'm
gonna,
Terry!
this is the one thing I want to see.
Terry, what are you
Terry,
doing, Terry?
if you watch this, I want to see a video of you going forwards again instead of reverse. Because like real talk, you know, it was just like, man, like you know, he's sitting there going, what you doing, Terry? You know, and it's like,
reverse!
and like Terry's like, he's smiling, he's happy, he's lighting off, you know, big old little firework thing. He's like, whoa, yeah! And then this guy's like, you know, sitting there dying laughing, like, and poor Terry, he's got his leg wrapped up, he's just. But Terry is an internet sensation, so he's got to be happy about that. You know?
He's got to be getting interviewed in reverse.
He bet,
Anytime he gets interviewed,
somebody
he's getting
interviewed in reverse, like, cause he never goes reverse, so it's like the one, like, so Terry, tell us what you think about Terry,
like,
come here,
like,
Terry,
chasing him
and he's
down
just
like
like, you know, going in reverse real slow.
Terry! That'd be pretty good, man. There's got to be something like that this year. Like, there's going to be a new meme, like a new kind of like some type of
4th of July
every time.
meme that comes
Fingers
up.
crossed.
I
Dude,
hope
if
so.
we would have had Zach, like your nephew, he's your nephew, right? Dude, my God, the first time I ever met Zach, and one of the first times I think it was ever over at your house, dude, it was on the 4th of July. We were all out there, and we had one of those big square boxes that like shoots up like billions of things, right? Well, it like went off.
Right.
Yeah.
Something like that, but just a big one, you know?
Okay.
Had a lot of different like shells in it, and it like dudded out or something like halfway through, and like everybody's over there with flashlights and those little lighter sticks, like, trying to find the piece to make it work. And Zachary's over the top of it, and he's like looking down in there, like poking at stuff with his face right over the box, and he's just like,
With a fire stick.
yeah, he's got the fire starter stick, and he's like looking for the thing. And then I'm like on y'all's front porch, and then I just hear woof, and then Zachary's like, no! Like even higher pitch than that, and he takes off running, and he's like, no! And then everybody's like, Zachary, oh my God, Zachary! And I was like, and it was my first time being over at y'all's place. I was like, this is the best day of my life.
He was like,
And then the national anthem starts playing.
Yeah. What happened? Did he burn his face? I
went
didn't
in his
even.
eye, and the only thing that saved his eye from getting burnt was his contact, because back then the contacts were real thick.
Yeah.
Dude,
So
that
the
is rich.
spark actually
Oh my
burnt
God.
his contact, but
Wow.
it did not burn his lip.
Wow.
That's
That
a
was
good
the
deal.
only thing.
All right, hashtag contact save lives.
Hashtag
God
I've got
bless.
LASIK now. Hashtag no protection.
Was that the same one we blowed up the Barbie Jeep?
I came there like 30 minutes late maybe and missed the Barbie Jeep, but we're blowing up something this year, man. It's happening, dude.
Yeah.
Blowing
I
up
agree
something.
with
I got some tannerite in the house. We're
Which,
blowing up something.
granted
Well, you got a
though,
big field
if you
out here in the back.
never have
we should just
anything,
blow up one of that dude's hay bales. Just shove the tannerite in the middle of it and just shoot it and just blows it all
But
over.
remember-
Our luck would catch everything on fire.
Yeah.
What happened? I have no idea. It sounded like thunder, maybe lightning. Who knows?
Frankly, I'm
Very
as surprised
frightening.
as you
Yeah.
are.
You know, it was
Very, very frightening.
It was very, very.
We were
frightening.
startled. We
Yeah.
were startled.
For a split second, we saw a blonde-headed, muscular man wearing armor
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
swing this hammer really hard.
He threw a hammer right at that hay bale and he said,
Let's get this party started.
Yeah.
yeah, whole field's on fire. I'm
And
as
then
surprised as
some
you
techno
are.
music started playing.
Yeah.
and That's
Yeah.
all I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure we've got
I
eyewitnesses
mean, we'll all
saying
be
that he
drunk. I
shot
can
a
only
bow.
imagine we'll be tore down, so the cops are going to have no choice but to take our word for it.
Yeah. Oh my God,
So
man.
did they watch this
I
video?
swear.
And then they
Unrelated, they happen to be fans of the podcast and watch this episode. Got us for granted.
What was that Key and Peele where that rapper confessed to killing that dude? In that
Yeah, in
song
his
or-
rhymes
yeah.
or whatever.
They
Yeah.
feel like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that
I
one?
don't think so.
The dude's like sitting
Yeah, it
there and
was
he's
hilarious.
like, I know you killed this
Shot
man.
him 9 times with my knife.
Yeah, shot him in the face. I
Yeah.
did it for
Oh,
real.
9 all the time. Yeah.
I'm never gonna tell. And it was hilarious, dude. They had him in the interrogation room, and he
And
was
they were
like
playing the music
yeah,
for him.
the songs, and it was like, well, how do you explain this? And press play.
Then he leaves, and it's like his how he gets away with it, or he's leaving, turns and smiles, or whatever. He's rapping the whole thing.
Key and Peele is hilarious, dude. Do you ever watch the Substitute Teacher one where he's getting the names
Hey, Ron.
Hey,
Ron.
Yeah. D-Nice?
Yeah. Is there Denise here?
Yeah.
It's Denise. Did I?
Yeah.
Like,
So those the games we gotta play.
yeah.
Oh, so we're playing games.
And he calls that last dude's name, and he's like,
Balake.
present.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was that dude? I don't even know what his name was.
I can't remember.
They
his
did
name.
a second one too recently. They did another one.
Oh,
and
really?
then, like, yeah, and what did they keep calling the principal?
Oshak Hennessy.
Yeah.
And they were like, you mean Principal O'Shaughnessy?
Get your ass to the principal. Dude, that was hilarious, man. They're so funny, dude. I don't think they can do something wrong. Like, together they're hilarious. And then, like, is it Peele or... Yeah, it's Peele. What's his name? Jordan Peele?
Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one that's doing, like,
He did Get Out. Was
Did
that
you
movie?
see that movie?
Yeah.
I
That
haven't
was
yet.
like...
You haven't seen
Don't
that
spoil
movie?
it for me.
Man, you haven't
Dude,
seen it.
have you
Dude.
seen it? Get Out? Did you see
Dude,
it?
it...
I mean,
on
I
iTunes.
want
It
to
messed
see it.
with my mind.
Yeah, I wanna
Because it
see
was
it.
like...
I know, it was so crazy.
I can't really spoil it, but it's like, whoa! And then I was like, oh! And then
Don't
I do
spoil
that
that
to Jody all
happened!
the
And then,
time.
oh no!
Yeah, I want
was
to see it. I've been meaning to see it. I just haven't.
It's
It's
so
on
good,
iTunes,
dude.
man. You should get in there.
Yeah,
You should
yeah.
watch
Every
it.
time I'm around Jody and we're drinking coffee, I'll do that.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yes.
Start
how does that make you feel? I do that to her all the time. She's like,
Dang.
You know, speaking of movies, I watched Drag Me to Hell recently. You ever
Drag
seen
Me
that?
to
Yeah,
Hell.
Man,
Yeah.
that was
that was
okay.
a good movie.
What'd you
Okay.
Fun fact about this.
That was a Raimi movie.
Never
Yeah,
seen
yeah,
the
yeah,
movie.
Yeah.
Go to Holiday World with the band at the time. And in order to get myself over the fear of roller coasters, I'm sitting there with my buddy, who's also in the band, and I'm like, dude, you know that movie Drag Me to Hell that's coming out? He's like, yeah. I'm like, dude, when we go down, I'm just going to scream it really loud. Like, he's like, why? Yeah. Well, no, it was like, which, you know, I was really into the, you know, type. Well, I'm still in, but, you know, like, that was like my biggest, so I'd be like, drag me to hell, you know, and like, people were like behind me, in front of me, going, what the heck's wrong with this kid? You know, and I'm like, you know, it helps. And then also I would do Kiss, I Want to Rock and Roll all night. Yeah, I'd be singing that the whole thing, trying to keep myself, you know, from,
like screaming.
you know, because like it.
Dude, we like at the, like, was it, where did we go recently that we took the pictures, like every time you're going down a really steep hill, it like flashed the cameras at you. Where was that at? It was like the Dollywood. And we were trying to make like the worst faces, so like it would, like, anytime you go up a thing and down, someone would be like,
We're hoping that's where the camera was.
Yeah.
We ain't never looked at your eyes, like,
and then by the end of the ride, my whole face was just like, just horribly like freaking cramping up because I've been like doing those faces the whole time,
you know, the whole time, yeah.
And we got good pictures. We got damn good pictures. We did.
Have you? This is the one thing though that, like, have you seen the people playing like chess? Like they're sitting there like this, they're playing chess in the middle of the ride.
Yeah.
Are you
I've seen
serious?
those.
Yeah. Have you never seen that?
Is that
Oh
a
my
thing?
gosh, dude! I'm like, man, I
What
need to
happens?
go. So they're just sitting there like one guy's holding the board, and like the other guys are like playing chess right in the middle, and the roller coaster's going, you know, at least 20 miles per hour.
Yeah.
You know?
So they had to have glued the pieces.
They had to.
Yeah.
But
Good.
it's just like, it's hysterical because this guy's like,
They're so chill.
what's my next move? You know, like not even paying
Yeah.
attention to,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I'm going really fast on this roller coaster. So it's, man.
I'm always thinking like the Sandlot's gonna happen to me. Like I'm on that ride that the kid's gonna puke right in my mouth.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Oh, yeah.
puke and he's
Oh,
sitting
yeah.
right in front of me. I'm gonna be like, oh! And then
Tequila.
I'm gonna puke behind me.
Tequila's playing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're just like, you're like,
Oh, did you have macaroni and cheese last night?
As I just said it just now.
I think it had bacon in it.
oh.
Yeah, it's so bad, dude. It's so bad.
But yeah, Drag Me to Hell. That movie made me so mad.
Did you watch it recently?
Because
What
that
made you mad
lady,
about it?
the chick that's got the curse
Wasn't-
on her is
yeah.
just so dumb.
But
Yes.
wasn't it
Yes, she was.
PG-13 though?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the whole
horror
thing,
movie.
man.
You can't watch a
but they have an
PG-13.
unrated version, and that's the one that I
Oh.
watched.
Yeah.
Oh,
Was it better?
But she was still dumb, and every
Oh,
time
yeah.
anything happened, it went in her mouth.
Yeah.
Oh
She
yeah,
she
yeah.
got
the chick
vomit
was
in
like,
her mouth.
"Oh,"
Like
in the-
everything.
the
went-
embalming
she
fluid?
put her like arm in her mouth.
Yeah.
Like I was like,
Ah,
shut
it's so
your
gross.
freaking mouth or
It's
something?
so gross. I remember watching that eating.
Yeah.
The
like,
grandma
I
like
just-
set up in the embalming fluid, just kept flying out of her
I,
mouth.
I was eating like some pizza with like ranch on it,
Oh,
and I was like, ugh.
And it was so like slimy looking too.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
So gross.
But yeah, that movie
God.
made me so mad. I was like, this lady is
forgot all
just
about
so
that.
dumb.
It's so
I was so
gross.
mad at her.
Yeah.
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 Because I
Well,
was
and
thinking,
then by the end of the movie, I was like, all right, just do it, all right. Just try to help it.
yeah.
Kill this lady.
By the end of the
Jesus.
movie, I'm
Drag
like,
the
she
shit
rid of her.
deserves it.
Yeah.
She
Drag her
she
to
deserves
her.
this curse. You know?
I mean, she turned
It's
the
her
lady
fault.
down, you know? She should have just approved the loan and the whole movie would have been
Dude,
over.
exactly. Like that.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it in terms of me, and I was like, well, I just gave her an extension, and then the credits
Yeah.
would have rolled.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be like that, how it
Drag.
should have happened.
Well,
Never
Drag
mind.
me to
Oh,
the
you need
end.
an extension? Sure.
yeah.
And then the
Drag
lady
me.
could have turned around and been like, you avoided a pretty bad
Yeah,
situation.
we
And then just
Yeah.
credits.
And then
You're lucky.
But then the movie takes a turn, and it just follows the lady in her normal everyday
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Like she goes
Groceries and shit.
home and she like opens a bag of vanilla wafers and starts just like gumming them. You know?
Takes her dentures out and sets them in some
Oh.
freaking.
I was
Gummies.
gonna make banana pudding, but I don't feel like it anymore.
I just earned myself a break from the making banana pudding, and then just
Curse you! She puts a curse on vanilla wafers, you know?
Dude, that movie was
Curse you
really
into that.
freaking gross. The hand in her mouth.
The
whole
more
arm
you
in her
watch
mouth.
it, though, the more that you're like, oh yeah, this is a Sam Raimi movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's just things that happen, like whenever the handkerchief like attacks her face
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
She's no Bruce Campbell.
Have y'all
Oh, no.
watched
No,
the good?
That.
Dude,
Oh man. Oh.
he's
But I watched the
Bruce
Evil Dead
Campbell would have
remake
handled
though.
that well.
The Evil Dead, the remake.
Ash
The
versus
bloody
Evil
one?
Dead, yeah.
No,
the
the other one.
remake of the newer Evil Dead, like
Yeah.
the remake with the chick.
The chick that was like the main character.
Mhm.
Wait, the TV show?
It was-
or-
No, it's the
movie.
movie.
Oh, I haven't seen the movie.
It's really good.
It's
I thought it was
actually,
good.
yeah, and it actually kind of creeped me out. There were
I
some
thought
parts
it was
where like
awesome.
the syringe and stuff like that.
Yeah,
was
I
like,
thought it
"Oh,
was
this
awesome.
is my nightmare
I
right
was
there."
so mad at people
Yeah.
because people hated on that movie
I don't know
because
why-
Well, it was good, but
Bruce
like,
Campbell wasn't in it.
well, I mean, it just kind of, for me, it wasn't the same. Like, it didn't have the same feel as the original.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean,
And I mean, the second Evil Dead is the first Evil Dead. We all know that.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
like,
they basically
didn't
remade
have-
it. They had a
yeah.
bigger budget.
Yeah, yeah.
they just didn't have the same feel.
It wasn't dark.
Was it
comedy.
Sam Raimi? They were like
he was
they
in it
blessed
somehow,
off on
wasn't
it
he?
or something.
Sam Raimi,
Bruce Campbell
Sam
definitely gave
Raimi
it a
and
stamp.
Bruce Campbell helped produce it.
Did they?
Yeah, I know they gave it like they were like.
But it
this
wasn't the
is
same like corny because his stuff is like corny.
Yeah,
horror,
yeah,
that's
and
what
that
makes
was
me
more
great.
like scary.
That was
horror.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that like, dude, there's some parts in there that got me. I was like, oh.
You know, they actually talked about before Bruce Campbell basically retired the Ash character, which he formally did on Twitter like not too long ago.
That sucks.
He retired from being Ash.
Ah.
But
guess-
before that, they were talking about
so sad.
actually making another set of movies with this one, with
Yep.
her being the main protagonist, and then eventually meeting up with Ash in like
Yeah.
an alternate universe,
That'd be
like
that'd been
like
sick,
the
dude.
book was like she was gonna go through a portal and
Yeah.
they were
Yeah.
gonna meet up,
That'd be
and I
nice.
was like, man, that's a good idea. But it
Did you ever
never
see the
really
movie My Name is Bruce? I think that was what
Yeah.
it was. With
Yeah.
Bruce Campbell.
I did.
happened. I didn't see it. I didn't
Oh,
see
man.
that one.
I went through a huge.
But I
Bruce
saw
Campbell phase, man.
Bubba Hotep. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, I did see My Name is Bruce.
Yeah, where he had the Japanese god thing or whatever
yeah,
he was fighting.
yeah.
My
I did
favorite
see that
line
one.
of any movie came from that one, where it was all like, "If anything ever happens, I'll never forgive you." And then he like walks off or whatever. I thought it was gonna be like a touching, you know, just know that I care about you kind of thing. But it was like, "I'll
Not
never
today.
forgive you."
Him
Man.
and Bill Murray should do a movie together.
Oh my gosh.
Should.
Oh yeah.
That would
Dude.
be
Why
cool.
doesn't that happen?
I don't
We
know.
need to make it happen.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
need to produce it.
Yeah,
It'd be
Caddyshack.
like a
But like,
Caddyshack.
but like it ends up with like.
Directed by Sam Raimi.
Yes! But there's like something evil happens on the
Yeah.
golf course. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Caddyshack versus
The gopher is
Oh.
like real evil, dude. That
Yeah,
would be.
and he's doing a dance and it
Yes.
possesses everybody.
Think
It's like
about
glowing
that
eyes.
movie these days, though.
Caddyshack.
Yeah.
You could
Like
do
Bill
half
Murray
the
would have
movies back
been
then.
labeled like a sexual predator
Oh yeah.
if it
Yeah.
had come out, because he's sitting there watching that ball. He's like, "Oh, you're bent over on purpose," you know.
Yeah.
He's like washing his
True
balls.
Cinderella story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, yeah. I mean, like, I don't know. You can't make any of the movies she made back then.
Yeah, Social
Blazing
Justice Warriors
Saddles?
really killed everything.
Blazing Saddles?
Blazing
Oh,
Saddles.
dude.
Hilarious
Oh, man.
movie, but you cannot make that.
Also, Robin Hood.
Yeah.
That was a good one too.
Yeah.
Men in Tights.
But you couldn't make that
Men
movie
in
now.
Tights. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You
That
couldn't
one.
make that one now.
Yeah.
Fling me your ears.
And they're like,
Throw it.
Yeah. Like,
Yes.
man.
Marriage.
And
Wait,
then
no, that was
Marriage.
Princess Bride. That's Princess
Yeah.
Bride. Sorry,
Yeah.
it was a great movie too.
Princess
Yeah.
Bride was great.
Damn it.
For
I was
3
just
years.
about to say they should
What was
remake that
it,
movie,
Dread
but
Pirate
no, they
Roberts.
shouldn't.
Every
Yeah.
night he would come in and say, "Good night. I'll most likely kill you in the morning."
shouldn't. Yeah. That was a great movie, dude.
man.
They just don't make movies like that anymore.
No.
And then,
Yeah.
too, like, I kind of always
Well-
get those two mixed up with a never-ending story for some reason, because they're both kind of like a book and a story.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the granddad's reading to
Right.
the kid.
Yeah.
I related to that kid that the granddad was telling the story to so much. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I used to play hooky and play freaking Super Nintendo.
Dude, I used to play hooky and watch The Price is Right.
Oh, nice.
Dude, that was my favorite show.
Yeah.
I would play hooky. 9 o'clock comes around. Freaking.
Tell me about it, Bob
Bob
Barker.
Bob Barker
Yeah.
comes
Yeah.
on.
Tell me the news,
Not-
Bob.
Yep.
Not no Drew. No.
No, Drew Carey,
was
what
it?
has he done? He's
Like,
No,
I mean,
but I'm getting the.
it's just not the same. Because always at the end, you know, you hear Bob
Yeah.
Barker. Always remember,
Yeah.
spay and neuter your pets. You know, and then Drew tries to do it, and it's like, Drew, it's not the same. It's not the same.
I wonder if that's where John Cena got his theme music.
Yeah,
Price
it
is
is.
Right.
And I want to see Bob Barker come back and do one more final episode of The Price is Right and come out
Yeah.
to the John
John
Cena.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
I
yeah.
just want to see Bob Barker come back and do one final fight on WWE.
And,
Like
Did you
John
see
Cena.
and
the
when he knocks somebody out, do like how Adam
Happy
Sandler
one.
goes. And goes, the price is wrong, bitch!
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
punches him
Did you
right
see
in
the
face.
sequel to that? They like reshot Adam Sandler and Bob Barker. Bob Barker's in the
I saw
hospital
that.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Is that
Oh,
recent?
man. Well, I don't know.
I
Maybe
think
like
it was like on an MTV Music Award
yeah,
or something.
like
Yeah.
that.
Really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
What happened?
Gives him AIDS. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to find that on YouTube.
He's
That
like
sounds
80.
pretty-
He was like, I'm dying anyway. You know? Yeah. That was a good one.
Have y'all seen a good horror movie that's came out this or last year? Because I can't find one.
A good one.
Yeah.
That, well, it wasn't like a horror movie, but what was that one? It had the dude from, he was like the 17-year-old Shaun of the Dead. I thought this wasn't a social gathering. He was also in Hot Fuzz. He was
Oh,
one of the cops. But it was something about the ritual or something out in the woods.
is that the one where they go into the
To
hospital?
woods. No. They don't go to the hospital. In the beginning, like, his friend gets beaten to death and he doesn't do anything about it. And they go out into the woods for this retreat. And they run into a cult that
Like-
worships a god. You guys haven't seen this?
No.
Sounds good. What's
No.
it called?
God, it's on Netflix.
Oh, I gotta watch
Oh,
it. What's
on
it called?
Netflix.
I
Okay.
freaking love
It's
Netflix,
like the
man.
ritual or something.
I'm gonna watch that.
I
With
will.
my
I will say,
eyeballs.
did you know they're actually making a Slenderman movie?
Yeah, it looks
Which-
kind of creepy too.
Well, okay. So here's my thing.
He's slender and he's a man.
Yeah, like
He's very skinny.
Like
He
there's
walks
that.
in the woods and gets kids. Oh
Yeah,
god, he's
but, like,
terrifying.
there's that, but like also like, okay, so first of all, like the thing is that it.
Wrap him up like a prince.
Yeah.
We're not gonna go
Slender.
into how he gets little girls,
Yeah.
okay? You know. But so like somebody makes it on, you know, like tries to create a horror story character, right? And it comes out great. Win-win, GG, good job. And then these two girls try to kill their friend
Oh, dude,
for
kill her
Slenderman.
friend.
No, she survived.
Really?
Yeah, because that's how they caught them.
She got stabbed like fucking.
Yeah, I know. She
Holy
crawled to the road with like 27 stab wounds, and it's like, how the hell did you
Dude, really?
survive? But you know, it's just like, oh my.
I could do that. Like,
Yeah, like if I got stabbed
Yeah.
27 times, I'd be like,
You stabbed
Jesus,
me
just
once.
take me!
Take the wheel.
Fuck! You know, like I would not even try at that point.
You
But
stabbed
she's
me
like,
once, and
I'm
I'm going
going.
to like
I'm
ER. I'm
going.
like, you're gonna have to get me.
Yeah, yeah.
You're gonna have to
But,
just go get me.
Yeah.
but it's like,
If,
and,
if
and
somebody
then they,
really don't, or if somebody stabbed me and like,
It
they're
depends on the size of the knife too.
yeah.
that's true.
If
Yeah.
I wanted
Was it
revenge
a
enough,
little
I would
Yeah.
make
pocket
myself
knife,
stay
or
alive,
was it a
and I would
big
get
old steak
vengeance.
knife?
Because
You know,
if it's a 2 to 3 inch knife, man, I'm surviving that
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
But if it's
Fighting
like
to
a big
death.
old, you know,
I'm just laying there.
you know,
I mean, they better
Like,
I
kill me.
I cut
'Cause I'm
up
coming
onions
back.
with this
Yeah.
knife. You know, if it's that type of knife, I'm out. You
They
know,
need
like,
to be like stabbing
forget
my neck area, cause I'm,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
I mean,
like,
like, can we talk? Like, how standing serious is this knife before you stab it?
Yeah.
Please.
I'm gonna be like Tom
Before
Hardy from
you get-
Lawless, getting my throat cut.
Yeah.
Hold-
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
hold it
yeah,
together.
yeah.
I'm gonna come beat
I
your
thought
ass.
I walked all the way to the hospital.
I know, dude. That movie was
Dude,
I-
like,
Lawless.
man.
That was
Oh.
an amazing movie. Holy
Best-
crap, dude.
I related to them because
Yeah.
I was like, man, I would have been a moonshine
I
runner
did
back
too.
in the day.
I did too.
I would have so
That
been
was
a
such a good
moonshine
movie,
runner.
dude.
Yeah.
It was.
God, that was an awesome movie. And then didn't he just die by the river?
Yeah,
Yeah, he died by getting the
hypothermia.
flu.
pneumonia. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
pneumonia.
Yeah, something. He fell in the water, and it's like, man, you had
That's
your
one of
throat
those writing
slashed,
things
you
that
got
they shouldn't-
shot
they
at,
shouldn't
like,
have put that
he's
in the
sitting there
script.
dead, like, at the end, you know, he's like, I gotta eat my brother, you know, he's sitting there dead, like,
They don't. Yeah, they don't
and
have
then, like,
to
he
finish
ends
like.
up surviving and all this stuff, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, hypothermia got me.
Like
Like, what
I died
the
from
hell?
dysentery after
Man,
being
yeah,
attacked
like,
by
it's
13
like-
bears. And
What
Yeah.
was the, that was like True Grit.
yeah, it
Because
was.
he was talking about
Yeah.
how he would probably die of something pointless or whatever, you know.
Mhm.
And that's basically how they died back then, anyway.
Yeah.
That is
You
true.
know.
You
Tuberculosis.
survived like 16
Yeah.
gunshots
Yeah.
to the face with a
Tuberculosis.
musket.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's what got Doc Holliday.
Common cold. Dog
That's
Holiday,
basically how
dude.
they did it. you
I'll
know,
be
back
your
then.
Huckleberry.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I have that shirt somewhere. I'm not wearing it.
Imagine though, I mean, like it kind
But
of
you
blows
are
my
wearing
mind.
the, you know, Pluto, never forget.
Never forget.
Remember that, folks.
Pluto!
Pluto's a
It's a
planet.
planet.
It's 2018. Pluto identifies as a planet.
It is not just a hunk.
It's
of
a
ice.
transplanet, okay? It identifies. It may not have all the planet parts, but it identifies as a planet.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Bring back Pluto!
I'm pretty sure Pluto was discovered before that, though, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Because the Sumerian tablet had like 9 planets.
Yeah.
Well, look,
Yeah.
our dumb astrology of the nowadays just
NASA,
discovered it in 1930.
Which don't get me
okay?
wrong, NASA. I love you, but the Space Force gonna get you.
Space Force gonna take you down.
Space Force we're gonna get rocket ships out in space, okay? And we're gonna. You remember Dragon Ball Z?
Who
Dragon Ball
forgot
what?
about Dragon Ball?
Whoa!
Messing with
You better not do
Dude,
that.
I'm getting Goku tattooed across my
Dude, I'm
face.
actually thinking about getting like a spirit. Whenever I get over my fear of needles. Okay, so
Dude,
that's my first. I would have like a whole sleeve.
look.
It's not the
Tattoo
same.
needles
I know
is totally
people say it.
different.
I know
Totally
people.
different.
I know, but it's just like I don't even like getting a flu shot.
Don't
I'm
even
sitting there
look
like,
at it.
don't do it. No. Just let me slap my arm a lot. Okay, I'm hurting. I'm hurting there from the pain. So just go. Just go. You know, and like I literally creeped. Like it was literally last year. Like I creeped out the nurse at the wellness fair. So she's like, okay, I'll do a shot real quick. I'm like, all right, go.
And she's like,
And she's like,
hot-swabbing it.
are you
She's
okay,
just
sir?
hot-swabbing it.
And I'm like, yeah, it's fine. It's. I'm
Have you
sitting
ever
there
passed
about.
out from one?
No, not yet, but
You're
I'm
working
sure
it
it's
up,
gonna
dude.
happen.
Yeah.
You know?
I freaked out about a tuberculosis
My friend
test.
passed out from one.
Really?
Yeah, they
Wow.
stuck him,
Ah!
and then they moved the needle. Like,
Oh,
that's
you
what
don't move the needle.
Like the
you
first,
don't
they
move the
stuck
needle.
him, and they were like, "Are you okay?" And he was like, "Yeah." And then I guess they moved it, and they asked if he was okay
You don't.
again. And he
You
was all like, "Yeah, you just asked me that." He was like, "No, you passed out." So
What?
As soon as he moved the needle, he was like, and then he came back up or whatever. And the
Ah!
guy was like, "Are you
Yeah,
alright?"
Oh my
I remember
God.
having like 9 vials being. I'm just sitting there going.
Oh, it's so
9
gross.
vials.
Yeah, like they
Man.
were just.
Did they give
Because
me cookies?
Well, I told them to
Sounds
like.
like-
I told them test me for everything. Like I want to make sure I'm just the perfect specimen of health.
Yeah.
About you know.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, okay, yeah, we'll do that. And I'm sitting there going, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on.
That'd be sick.
How many?
That was like the 5th bottle.
yeah, yeah.
They
I'm
filled
sitting there
up, like,
going,
this whole thing of.
hold on, I'm feeling a little woozy now, you know. And they're like, oh, we got 3 more to go. They had 4 more to go. They lied to me. So
You lied,
yeah,
that's-
yeah. Well,
That's what gets
she
me.
was a cute nurse, so
It's
she had
'cause-
me going. Yeah.
That's what freaks me out. That's the only thing that freaks me out about it. Like, they'll be sticking to you, and then they'll pull the tube out, and then they
Yes.
gotta push the other tube in. I'm like,
Oh,
you better not do anything
Yeah.
with that needle. Just push it in. Oh. But they never do, you know. I never feel it when they do it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
Yeah.
I don't know how you
Terrifying.
do it, but
but it's the
because
thought
if
that
I had to stick somebody,
the
I'd be like,
thought.
ha, oh yeah.
yeah, like I got you good, buddy. You know, and
We're
it's
gonna
just-
bad.
get the blood today.
Dude, like,
Pull it in.
I had a full-on panic attack before I got my tuberculosis test, and it literally goes, like, under that first layer of skin and then pushes the bubble up and then comes out. And she was like, you're freaking out over nothing. She pulled out the needle. It's, like, that big. And I was like...
Looks like a
I don't
scalpel.
care. I don't care if it's like,
But
you know,
they had to do it, like,
a
right
tiny
here,
little-
though, which was the worst. Who gives you a shot there?
It doesn't matter. Like, to me, it doesn't. You could have it like, you know, just like a little tiny little piece of hair just right there, or it'd be like the biggest, longest needle they got. And I'm just like, I can't do it, ma'am.
If they come in with a needle like that long,
If they come in with like that long, I'll be like,
passing
hold
out,
on,
dude.
let me go to sleep, and then we'll do this.
Dude,
you know.
before, okay, I had to get a... I was puking blood, so they made me go to the hospital,
Oh, God.
right? And before they shoved this tube down my throat, they were like, well, we've got to get you on, like, we've got to get you an IV started. I was like, look, I talked to the doctor beforehand. You're going to have to give me the knockout gas first and then give me the IV. And she's like, we can't do that. I never talked to the doctor. I was full of shit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I was like, I talked to the doctor already. You're just going to have to give me a nerve gas and that.
Doc-
She was like, I'll see what we
Dr.
can do.
Prosperker told
They
me
nerve
this.
gassed me first. Oh, yeah. They nerve gassed me. I don't think you're supposed to, because like you're
Yeah.
puking or something like that, but they knocked me out with the gas. They gave me that.
Wow.
It's like,
When
alright.
I had my
I hate
shoulder
that, dude.
surgery, I don't know how it happened, but anyway, so the lady tried to come in here.
Oh, God, I hate needles.
But she gave me a shot somewhere up in here, and it numbed my wrist or whatever. So I'm like, I'm not gonna watch this, cause I mean, like here I can whatever, but like my wrist, I don't know about.
Yeah.
So I was just looking away, and I just feel like this pressure, you know. I'm like, what is going on? So about 10 seconds goes by. I look over, and the lady, she's like your size, has the needle like this in both her hands, and she's like trying to shove it into my. She can't get the
Oh,
needle.
God.
You're in the bone!
Oh, man.
She couldn't get the needle to penetrate my skin.
Oh
on my
my
wrist.
God.
And I was like, I don't know what to tell you,
I
but
would've
you're gonna have to
screamed,
go
dude.
somewhere else because we
Yeah.
can't keep doing
No.
this.
Yeah. Dude,
So she moved up, but like I was just like,
Probably looks like a bunch of little flea bites
well,
right there.
because
or
when they give you
something, you know?
like shoulder surgery, you sit like this, so you're out,
yeah.
and they're just in your, and
Wow.
so
Oh, my God.
they can't, they don't want to put it there because your arms are like bent or whatever.
Yeah.
In that case, they have to move,
Forget that,
whatever.
dude.
But like,
Right. Oh, God.
They got you set up like a marionette, like you're just like this in the
Were
middle
you,
of it.
so
and
were
it's,
you like, you know,
dangling
they
your
had
thing.
like some strings attached right there, and
Yeah.
they were
Yeah.
just like,
Dude,
There's
were
a,
you-
you know, the hernia surgery, I didn't like, I woke up and I was laughing or whatever, but I was laughing. I don't know what I was talking about. I tried to get him to tell me, they didn't tell me. But,
What did
like-
you say? Well, that was that.
well, I asked like 4
well,
questions.
you asked me out on a date twice.
4 questions, they said I would ask, and the fourth question led back to the first question all the time.
Really?
So we just went around in a
Wow.
circle, so they were all laughing. I don't know
That's pretty
which, when I came back on or whatever, I was like, oh man.
Dude,
I don't
I,
know.
So what was the
Have
question?
you
Did you
ever-
ever find out what it
No,
was?
I tried.
Wow.
I tried
wow.
to get it. But
I've got a weird story about like being knocked out. Like they say you do weird stuff. Like whenever I got my wisdom teeth cut out, my mom was there, and before I went to go into surgery, she was like, "Hey, you know," I was like 16 at the time. I was like, she's like, "You know, after you get your surgery, I'm gonna get you this jacket, all right?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm really stoked about this new hoodie because I freaking love hoodies, dude. I'm a huge hoodie fan." She's like, "I'm gonna get you this hoodie," and I was like, "Awesome." I was like, "Maybe you can go get it while I'm out or whatever." So she's like, "Yeah, I'll see if you got time." So they knocked me out, and like the second I'm out, I must have done like this. Hey, like I
Yeah.
was like out, and then I woke up, and then she was like, I was like, "Did you go get that jacket?" And she was like, "John, they just put you out," and I started going. And then I was out. I started bawling like legit crying, and then I passed out. And then they're like, I don't know what happened.
I
So
fought
guess,
some people during the hernia.
You fought
surgery.
people during hernia
Yeah,
surgery?
well, I thought that they would tell you, you know, when they're knocking you out or whatever. So like, the anesthesiologist comes in, we talk or whatever, and all that stuff. He goes out. Then someone else comes in. He's all like, "Oh yeah, you know, I'll be taking you back for your surgery or whatever." Not the anesthesiologist, different guy. So we start getting back there, and I start blacking out, and I'm thinking, "Oh man, something's wrong.
You guys have
You
done
know,
something.
something's wrong."
Yeah.
So they wheel me into the operation table, and I'm starting to be like, "Oh no!" And then people start grabbing me, and I'm like grabbing hold of them, like fighting you, like pushing or
What
whatever.
are y'all
I'm like,
doing?
hold on, hold on, and like 3 of them grab each arm or whatever, and they start putting me down. I'm like, oh! And they like strap my arms. They're like, just breathe, and like they put it on my face or whatever. I was like, and then I was out. And I woke up again halfway through the surgery. I remember because I was like coughed or whatever, the tube. I don't know.
God.
Like, oh! And I woke up and it was like, oh, just breathe.
The doctor's like,
That's
oh,
so
Jesus
freaking
Christ.
crazy.
So the shoulder surgery, I told the guy, I was all like, hey, listen. I was like,
Find it.
last time they tried to sneak that stuff on me and I got aggressive. Just tell me when you're going to do it. We'll be cool, you know? I'll start going to sleep,
Yeah.
whatever. The guy was like, well, since you said that, I'm going to do it now. Before we even start rolling you back. So he was like, but yeah, I was...
Dude,
That's
I
so
mean,
weird because when I had hernia surgery, they told me when they were giving it to me.
Man, he didn't
He
tell me
came
at
in,
all.
he was like, "I'm just gonna give you a little something to make you relax."
Yeah,
Nice.
nothing.
There you go.
And then as they were pushing me back, I was just like,
The guy didn't
Yeah.
say anything. He was all like, I'm just here to take you for surgery. I was like, okay, cool. You know, I thought maybe they would hit me when I get back there or whatever, and as I'm going, I'm like, oh no. And I'm like having blackout spots.
Yeah,
I'm like,
It's not
oh
right.
no.
Yeah.
"This is not okay."
This isn't alright. I'm killing everybody.
Dude, like, I don't know, man. One time I got knocked out. I can't remember what it was for. But I remember the doctor. I was laying back, and he was, like, back here, like, sitting back here, like, hovering over me, kind of. And he was like, now you're gonna be feeling pretty sleepy. And he said something. And then I remember him going, like, I'm gonna count back from 10. And he started doing his hands over my face. And he was
Oh
like,
my God.
3, 2. And I was like, what are you? And I was
No
I know,
hand
dude,
motions.
But he was doing this over my face. I was like, what are you doing? It's so weird, man.
Turns out they
Those
really
guys
didn't
gotta be
sedate you.
so
It was just
weird.
hypnotherapy.
Yeah.
Probably so.
I want
He's
my
just really
next
good.
doctor to start singing Voodoo by Godsmack when I get in there.
Yeah.
Another. What is going on? Candles lit.
The worst experience I've had with gas stuff. By the way, wisdom teeth I've had all removed, but without gas. So
Did they give you the
You just
needle
went in there and
knock
you
you
were
out,
like,
or
that's
they-
it.
they were like they
Local
shoved a whole
anesthetic or
bunch of
whatever?
like needles in my
Yeah,
gums,
yeah, yeah.
which I was like, hold on, let me not look, because needles, right?
Yeah.
So, anyways, I ended up getting my teeth cleaned, and it's like it's been a little bit before I got it cleaned for a while.
Mm.
So, anyways, I'm like, yeah, let's try to do gas. Like they're like, well, we can do a whole bunch of what's the doctor's name? Had the last name is mine.
Oh,
So
pretty
yeah.
much family.
Yeah, pretty much.
There it is.
But so the nurse is like, she's just started like 3 weeks ago,
Oh god.
and I'm sitting there with the gas in, and she's like, "Do you want me to just leave it running, all the time?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, I don't know how this works. I have no idea how this works." So I'm like,
Like,
"Sure,
Like,
why not?"
part of her job.
Ask
yeah, yeah.
the total.
I'll be like,
Yeah.
yeah, sure. I want to get really high.
Yeah.
Is
So,
it gonna kill
Just
me?
keep it
lady?
on,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. So, anyways, next thing you know, I'm falling asleep.
Yeah.
But like, it's like a
Was it just the nose, or was it like a?
it was just the
Yeah.
nose. So
Oh, because they're getting in its mouth.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
they're cleaning.
Yeah.
Like they're cleaning. They're like they were like, yeah, you've got sensitive gums, and we can't really do the shots as much because that's not really doing much for you. So we'll just do the cover your nose with gas and go like that. I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm sitting there going. Next thing you know, I'm like. And like blood splurting out.
Oh my
She's
God.
like, oh no! And she calls the doctor in there. She's like, what's wrong with him? I don't know what. And I know what's going. But like the gas is hitting me so high, and I'm like, so I'm just sitting there like basically high as a kite. I was like. What? And like she's
Blood
like,
just
yeah,
shooting out
and
your
like
mouth all over
because
the
she's
lady's face.
because my gums were like really bleeding, and she was like really cleaning in there good. She did a good job,
I
If
feel
you're
like you're
watching this,
cleaning.
you did a good job. But the thing is, it was just like I'm just sitting there like just bleeding everywhere, and she's like, "Oh, I don't know how to stop it. I don't know," and she's flipping out on me,
There's
because
a lot
like
of blood.
yeah, she's flipping out. I'm just like. Because I know what's
And
going
then
on.
Dennis is like left
Yeah.
in there with you, and you're like, it's okay.
Yeah. So she was like, I'm just only gonna do the top part. I'm just only gonna we'll do the bottom part later. I just can't do it. I'm like, okay, well I'll just come back later. Well,
Poor
Oh my
lady's having
God.
flashbacks of watching Saving
Yeah.
Private Ryan or something.
yeah. So, but that was
God.
hysterical.
It's a pretty
Bread
good
though,
story. Oh my god.
the best. Well, I wouldn't say it's really the best time, but. All right, so when I first started working for the place I work at, right, I was through a temp agency. So I end up like I think my second weekend, dehydrated. I'm drinking plenty of water. I'm just water 24/7, no, Sportalites, electrolyte things, nothing like that. So I end up, basically, I'm thinking I'm having
hyperventilating.
Yeah, like I think I'm having a panic attack because I've never had one.
Yeah.
So and everybody's sitting there thinking, oh, he's having a panic attack on the line.
Yeah.
Like that's his problem. Nah, I was dehydrated. So they end up, like the lady from the tip agency comes, she's like, do you think you need to go? I think you need. Well, I'm like, well, let's do it. Why not?
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, well, I'll take you there. We'll go to this little clinic, yada yada yada. And next thing I know, I'm like this, and I'm not breathing. Like, and I know I'm not breathing. Like, I'm like, body breathe, and I'm like, I can't do it. I can't. And she's sitting there going, Michael, wake up! Wake up, Michael! And she's like, she's like, I've almost got you there. Please, oh my God, I can't deal with this.
You're in her car.
Yeah, I was, because like she thought.
The paperwork.
Yeah.
You don't even have insurance.
No, I didn't. That was the best part. But like,
oh my God.
So she's
That's
sitting
where
there.
my mind would have gone.
She's sitting there, like, cause she called and asked their little insurance thing, like, well, where should we go? And they're like, was there a clinic nearby? And she's like, yeah, there's a clinic not too far down. And they're like, okay, well, we'll just take him there. He'll be fine. And I'm just sitting there going. Like, and I'm not trying to hold my breath. I'm trying to breathe, but like my brain's just like, Michael, don't do it. Like, who cares, man? Like, fuck it. You're already dehydrated. Fuck it.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there going, and she's just like, she's screaming at me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I end up telling her, I'm like halfway, like we end up getting right there, and I'm like, I'm trying to breathe the best I can, okay? And she's just like, I'm just so glad you're talking. You haven't talked the whole way. Yeah. I was so scared. And I'm like,
oh my God.
Don't worry about it. So
it ain't no thing.
Yeah.
I'll just
and like I end up going into
I'll never forgive you.
the walk-in clinic, and they're like, okay, well, what's wrong with? She's like, he's dehydrated. Well, she doesn't know I'm dehydrated. She's like, he's having a hard time breathing. He practically died in my car.
Yeah.
Like, and she's telling them all this, and they're like, we think you may be dehydrated.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So, which of course, I'm not doing needles.
Yeah.
I don't care if I'm dehydrated or not. I don't give a crap. So they're like, well, okay, just put him in the little, we'll call him back here. It'll be fine.
You're over there looking like a fish out of water.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm just sitting there, and then like I'm breathing fine. They got me a whole bunch of cold towels. Like, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is nice. Next thing I know, I'm like, but like, and then it starts spacing out more and more, and I'm just like, for like 2 minutes, I'm just like that, and then like a minute will pass, and they're like, oh my God, he's dying, and they're like, call the ER ambulance, we need to get somebody, and they call me, I go to the ER, and they're just like, I end up going to Horizon, and they're like, oh, he's just dehydrated, no big deal. So,
Just pump this guy with some legs.
But the lady was she flipped out the whole way. And,
Dude, like,
I killed.
Yeah, she probably thought, like, and she ended up hitting me up after I got hired on and whatnot. She was like, are you still good and doing good? You're staying hydrated? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, please stay hydrated. Like, I was so worried for it. I was like, don't worry about it. I'm staying hydrated,
Man, like,
I have a portable IV I carry with me.
Yeah, I've got a portable IV now. I just go.
Keep saline bags with me now. Just in case.
Yeah,
But, oh man,
dude. Like, speaking of that, like, I was, I got bit by a dog or whatever, right? And I had a huge gaping, like, huge hole off there in a big quarter-size hole. Did you see the picture?
No, but I've had a dog. I told him actually earlier.
Yeah.
That I had a dog end up. I was 13. Stuck my hand in a fence, and long story short, like all this skin right here, gone. It's just like it's nice and red. I'm sitting there screaming in pain. 13,
yeah. Oh my God.
But,
dude, I'm gonna pull this picture up really quick to freak you out. But
it
was worse on the bottom side. This is the top.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh.
It was brutal. So That has happened to my arm. I've got that flap hanging out and then a huge hole gaping in the bottom here, right? So, like, that was happening in my arm. And I'm, like, really chill about it. I'm like, I got some stuff. And I was like, I got some napkins. I was like holding it. I was like, Jody, I'm pretty sure we need to go to the doctor. Because I looked and I could see my muscles like moving up my skin. I was like, we need to go to the doctor. And she's like, oh, hold on. Let me check it out. Because she's like in nursing school. She's like, let me check it out first. Hold on.
Yeah.
And then she looks at it. She's like, no. Doctor. So we're on our way to what I thought was the ER, right?
Yeah.
Halfway there, she's like, well, do you think you really need stitches right now, or can we like take you to the emergency care in the morning? It's gonna be way cheaper. I was like, I've got like a hole in my arm right now. She's like, well, let me go to my friend Sarah's house. She's a nurse.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. So we ride from like my house all the way in the middle of Dixon, and then like turned a few times, and then finally got to Sarah's house. I'm like sitting
Past the
here, and then
hospital.
like past the hospital, and I'm like, it's starting to kind of like the adrenaline's wearing off now. And
Yeah,
I realize that I've got 2 gaping holes in my arm. I'm like, this sucks. We get to Sarah's house, and I like walk in like it's no thing. I'm bleeding all over her floor, blood all over her living room table. I'm like, I'm really sorry about all the blood. And, like I'm sitting there, she like cleans it off. She's like, you need to go to the hospital like right now. And I was like, yes, duh. Freaking got there. I finally got it into the emergency room, and the dude thought I was drinking because, like, I was just, like, anytime I'm, like, really stressed or whatever, I just talk really stupid and, like, ask dumb stuff. Like, I asked him to take that picture. The doctor took the picture of that. I was like, will you put this on my Instagram page? Oh, my God. I was like, yeah. So he took the picture, and I was like, all right, cool. But while he walked me back to, like, do x-rays or something like that, he was like, asked Jody, he was like, is your husband drunk? And she was like, no, he's just very nervous, you know. I don't know.
He's nervous, and P.S. He's lost a lot of blood because I digged around and
Dude,
took
like,
a friend's
blood-
house.
Like I'd
everywhere.
said, my friend could be able to heal him just fine. We
Yeah.
wouldn't have to go to
I
the
don't know
ER,
what she thought
waste
she-
men-
I did the
Bill's
Pulp
gonna
Fiction
do.
thing and just brought him to a house. And,
Yeah. I should have been like, fire up the ironing freaking iron. I'll be there in like 2 minutes and just iron it
stick it
shut.
to my arm.
Dude, literally, I don't know what they thought they were gonna do at Sarah's house, but she just like wrapped it up a little bit better than I had wrapped it up. I mean, I just had napkins on there. I was like, I'm bleeding. That's a lot of blood. And like, dude, it sucked. It sucked so bad. Like I've had dogs come at me. I've never
Right.
had one latch onto my arm and rip
Right.
it. And I was like,
Yeah.
wow! I mean, I was really like strangely calm. Like I get weirdly calm in those situations, but
That's
I
how
think
I
it's
am.
because I'm like freaking out on the
Yeah.
inside. I'm like, you're probably gonna die. You might lose function of your hand. Like I couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't move my hand for like 3 or 4, like a while afterwards because he messed
3 or
up the
4
nerves.
business days.
I think it was it was over a long weekend and then it started 3 or 4 business days.
Oh, okay,
So,
okay.
Yeah, it definitely, dude. It sucked though. It messed up like nerves in my hand and like I couldn't feel like I couldn't move these. It was weird. It freaked me out, dude, because I thought I was like I'm not gonna be able to play guitar anymore, but I can play guitar.
Well, you probably still simple. If you ever like your hands messed up,
Mm-hmm.
cut your whole arm and just get a robotic arm.
I saw one
And
of
then,
that
like,
Logan Lucky movie that looked pretty realistic.
Yeah, like
It looked
it was
pretty good.
like, you know.
It wasn't my fretting hand, so I mean, there's that.
Yeah,
kind
like
of
if it's your
Well, that's
strumming,
the good
if it's
part,
your
yeah.
strumming hand,
It is.
you know.
and I
and
can show 'em
just-
like this.
Yeah.
Just get it.
Hey, I got my bone out.
Yeah.
You know, that would actually look pretty cool in a
Maybe
show
if you
if
carved
somebody's.
your bone into a tiny hand.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
What
it.
about the dude in the UFC, the one-arm guy, and he's coming in the UFC now?
Well, he's coming on.
Well,
the,
number 1 contender.
Dana
Like,
White
looking for a fight.
Looking for a fight.
Sorry.
His arm is cut off.
Does he have a little?
He has a
hand?
little bit of an elbow, and there's a nub
Dude,
right here.
could you imagine getting? Okay,
And it's
his,
he's
it's
choking
his
it
first
out.
fight though. This has he already fought?
Yeah, he's
yeah,
fighting.
he's an
Okay,
amateur fighter.
all right.
Yeah.
Well, his
I
next
think
fight.
he's-
Here's what he's got to do:
Knock
knock somebody out with just that.
I'm sure he probably has.
Yeah.
He practices on the
dude,
pads.
that's
He practices
pretty
on
good
the
bone.
pads with it.
He
That's-
knocked a dude out with a choke
Uh-huh.
using like okay, so it's this arm that's messed up. So he
Right.
had like this, and then I don't know how he grabbed it.
There's still a little bit left, so he can still bend that part.
But the thing that was
There-
funny
so
was
it's-
It's
the
just,
guy-
it's just like being
Yeah.
able to
yeah.
like
Yeah.
The
that.
funny thing is, the guy was grabbing for this hand, it's not there. So he's like trying to grab grab that
Wow.
arm to like relieve the tension.
Misconception.
Yeah, and
Dude,
he's
that's
just
good.
choked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
And
there would be very hard to move.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're
Like up here,
technically
kinda
doing
whatever.
this,
Yeah,
right? So you're
yeah.
pushing down and pulling up
Yeah.
or whatever.
'Cause, I mean,
and like
He
knocked that dude
doesn't
out
have
pretty
any
much by doing
fingers you
this.
could, because like I mean, if you're getting chokehold, you know,
Yeah.
like what I would go for is the fingers.
Yeah.
But if you don't have no
Nothing there,
fingers there, what am I gonna?
I know, and I mean that guy's actually
know,
pretty good,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
He's pretty good.
He's
like,
really good.
He's definitely
I'm
not
excited
using
to
his
see him get
disability.
in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's good.
Interesting.
It's pretty cool. But man,
What is it?
it's almost the 4th of July, fellas.
It's almost.
Is it really
Uh-huh.
already?
We're getting there.
It's the day of our independence.
Mm-hmm. It's hot as hell up in here, and Rufus,
He's sweating.
yeah, he's glistening in the
I
sun.
don't blame him. I mean, it's probably from your light, to be honest with you.
That's probably what it is.
He's
I think
got a
cures
nice
cataracts.
light, but man, it's hot on you.
It cures cataracts.
I'm sweating like a fat pig in a factory. We'll go with that. You know, like.
Mm-hmm. Alright, man. Dude, it's fun.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna end this with a positive note. I feel like the whole thing's been
Yeah.
positive enough.
It's an editor's nightmare, but it's been okay.
Good luck.
It's been alright. Yeah.
Good luck with this. But yeah, man. I guess that's got it, dude. You guys feel good?
Yeah, I liked it.
Feel good? Alright. Thank you, dude, for coming on.
No problem.
Drunk Mikey, Nicholas Reeves,
God.
tapping that.
Oh, you forgot something there.
Flapjacks.
Well,
Extra flappy!
Davy Jones Locker.